Hey guys, back with another video. Today I'll be doing what if Eren was the Winter Soldier, and yeah, I've not done this in a hot minute, so I did it. So to commemorate for that, I did a new thumbnail. I'm doing a new thumbnail. I'm gonna replace them, blah blah blah. And I was thinking I'll make it a little bit longer, but I'm on a stretch for time at this point. So yeah, and this will not be coming out the day I uploaded, because the day I recorded, because my birthday is coming soon, and I will release a lot of other what ifs, which you will see later, a lot of other what ifs on my channel on my birthday, because I'm probably not gonna be active for at least 2 weeks, because again, my birthday, and like after my birthday there's the celebration after the birthday, and after that we have is my cousin's birthday, which is like, or you could say my twin, but I call him my cousin because I don't really know him like that, and we're not identical twins, we're brother and sister, so it's not like that. But we're twins, but I look her more like a cousin because we were separated. So I know she's my she's my twin, but like she, it's awkward. It's awkward. Okay, just don't ask me. And sometimes I even tell my friends that it's a boy, but it's low key a girl, because I just want them to think that I have a identical twin, but I have a twin, but it's like she a girl and I'm a boy, so it's different. But like I said, I'm a stretch for time. So let's get into the what if, and let's start it. Like last time I left off of Eren kissing Historia goodnight because he couldn't like keep in constant contact with the cadets. So you need to go back to his old room. So yeah, let's start the video. So let's start the video. Let's go. So we see Eren just sitting down in his office, right? Just looking at the air, being bored because he couldn't go out because the king wanted him to have a normal life. And by normal, he means treating cadet because he suffers fuck and he doesn't want to put any other manpower into doing it. Because he wants all his personnel there to protect him. That's all he wants. So Eren just, I think that's loud. So Eren just goes like, he comes out of the office and sees Connie, and he puts his armor on Connie and says, "Yo," and Connie says, "Hi, what would it be? So, General, Captain General, whatever, right?" And Eren says, "No need for formalities. It's just one of those things to keep me in line." Connie laughed at this and told Deku that he's way too relaxed, and Eren just said, "When you see the things you have, you tend to hide those feelings on a mask." Connie questioned this and questions Eren's mental state at this point, but he obviously didn't want to talk about it, so he wasn't gonna force him to. So Eren just went and left. So Eren just was there, and he went over to Historia and kissed Historia and just told her to keep on going. Now let's talk about Historia and Mikasa's relationship with each other. Now Mikasa and Historia are not like, they're friends, and they're also lovers because they're in the one, they have learned how to have romantic feelings for another gender. So basically, both of them are bisexual. But at first they weren't. They were just attracted to Eren, but they got attracted to each other, having so much like contact with each other and being in the same relationship. They became bisexual. So if you guys don't like the concept of this, I want to. Some people I understand why. Some people I don't understand, but I don't really care. So if you're gay, you're gay. If you're bisexual, you're bisexual. You're unisexual, I don't care. I'm just making what is here. and I don't want to offend multiple of the races. So I just need to like get out of here, because then like people YouTube be on your ass. Like sometimes if you slip up, YouTube be on your ass. So more than one reason I'm doing this, but YouTube be on your ass. So I kinda gotta say this, but don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I still respect y'all niggas. It doesn't even matter. I'll explain the story with that, which I had with a bisexual. Because if you know me, I get around like a lot. For some strange reason, I get around a lot. But I have a really, by bisexual and me telling you I get around a lot, you could kind of put the wires together. And for some reason, I find girls that like other girls really interesting and attractive. So there was this time where I kind of dated one, not dated, but like I turned her bisexual because I was always on her. That was my main goal, because I found her interesting. I know that's kind of militant. I don't care. Who's the fuck? But it would. But if something interests you, you're gonna try to get that at any cost. I didn't want to turn her bisexual, but it didn't matter. I wanted to know how it felt and how was her everyday just going along. At first, it was just this little, I give you bow shika wow wow, you give me pleasure, and that was it. Like that's what I wanted. Friends with benefits. That was all it was, and it still is to this day, because I never really did anything. But anyways, let's go. Let's go. I don't know where I got sidetracked like that. So Eren was in charge of training today, and Eren was he was kind on the surface, but in training, god damn it, he was a sadist. He first made everyone do 345 laps around the whole capital. Yeah, Eren's like that. And when they were finished, they would pull ropes. I mean those heavy, thick ass ropes that they got you training with at cadet corps. Like I'm a cadet, blah blah blah. Who gives a fuck? Like, shut up, mouth. Anyways, I was a cadet. Let me rephrase that. I was a cadet. It doesn't really matter, does it? Does it? No, it doesn't. Anyways, so he got everyone pulling those and just going along, and Mikasa, Historia, and Armin are the leading pack because they've trained with Eren for years and done something like this before. But Eren is taking it on the whole other level. And not only this he's doing, while they were running, Eren was running with them, but madly outpacing them by a lot. And always saying on your left. If you watch Marvel, you know exactly what that was. Anyways, so Eren is just there telling them they're still pulling the ropes. They have to pull the ropes at least 50 times. And then he says we're finally gonna work on 3D maneuver gear, but as you can see, mine's a little bit more advanced. And I'll be giving out new uniforms because I find the old ones needs to be thrown out, and they're kind of like bulky to me. Not bulky, but like they are not Titan proof. Like they're easy to get eat up by Titans. It's just that easy. So I need to like change that. So that's what he was telling to them. He was now showing them the new and not new and improved, but the add-on accessory to maneuver gear that him and Hanji has been doing. Yes, I said Titan, horny Titan bitch. It was Han. This one is a Hanji X Levi, Eren X Mikasa Historia, Miss Historia, and there's gonna be a few like flings with Ymir, like the gay one. Damn, why did I say that? Anyways, I forgot I said that just now. I really need to watch how I word things. Cause I just say things like, hey, just how it is. That's what I do. But like, I realized I kind of can't be saying that a lot. Like, I just say it as it is. Like, if you gay, you gay. Like, that's all it was. But now I realize I have to put certain definitions on what things that I say. So I need to kind of get adjusted to that. But I just say it as it is. Like, all my friends know me as like, hey, if you being a fuck dumbass, I'm gonna call you a dumbass. And if I say your mama's a bitch, your mama's a bitch. I ain't gonna lie with you. I ain't gonna cap. I'm just gonna say it straight to your face. Your mama a bitch. And put it down in the comments. Say it bluntly. Your mama's a hoe. Like, no, actually don't say that. Cause No, no, don't say that. Let me find something. Okay, let's put down. Almost healed by the mighty shield of Captain America, or just almost healed by the shield. Just put that down in the comments, and if you know where that's from, like you could tell me because I don't know. Yeah, okay. Anyways, so Eren is just he's teaching them how to use 3D gear. But the thing with the new 3D maneuver gear is that there are air boosters on the bottom of the feet, so helping them to maneuver in the air a little bit better. And when they like pull off, so they could move and maneuver through the air better. So they will so the on the bottom of the shoe there are little holes with air pellets in them. So when they would press down on something, I don't know, the triggers on the swords, it would release air into the shoe, making them able to like do backflips and a bunch of other stuff in the air way easier, and maneuver through the forest and a lot of other stuff way easier. And there are gonna be two extra ships. Well, no, one. No, yeah, one. So yeah, I'll explain it now. Originally I was gonna do Mikasa's story, and if you know how the manga ends, I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all niggas, cause I'm a manga reader, but it doesn't really matter, cause I know how annoying that shit could get. So I'm not gonna spoil it. It was pretty. It wasn't the best ending, but like I could. It was bearable. If you didn't read it properly, you wouldn't understand. So like, you really need to come in there with a open head at it. Anyways. So someone told me that I can't be putting so much ships, right? And I can't put any. I was like, okay, let me not. Wait, then I realized, wait, I'm supposed to enjoy doing with this, and someone's trying to tell me what to do. I first I was going to let it fly, but now I'm kind of offended because I'm just trying to make content, and if you don't like that content, bro, just do whatever. I don't really care. I just want to do what I want to do. If I want to say, hey, your mama a bitch. Like, I was just gonna say that because that's how I always act. Like, if I saw that you were wearing something horrible, I would say, bro, what garbage you have on your skin, though. Obviously, sometimes I would tell my town because I can't be always like outright saying yo mama's a bitch. Like I can't be always saying that, but I would say it sometimes because you're annoying me. And if you wanna know why I'm cursing all this, because I just drink coffee and I'm kinda in the clouds right now. If you know what that meant, you know what that meant. So like yeah, I'm kinda in the clouds right now. If you know what that means, you know what that means. So I'm kinda not in the best mental state, you could say. But who cares, bro? Like, who gives a fuck? Let's get him in this. What it? So Eren is just training them, and so Reiner comes up to Eren because Eren's always cool with everybody. He doesn't really hold a grudge against. He doesn't really do anything, right? So he's like, Reiner comes up to him and starts talking to Eren, and Eren says, "Yo," and he points out that and he's slacking off and not training, and Eren just says like, I don't really care, and he decides to play as Luchikunen because Eren obviously has a mask, but like if you know what that means, you know what that means. But like Eren runs over to Mikasa with the fake wooden knife, and not Mikasa, or Annie, and Annie pulls and flips Eren over, and puts her foot on, flips Eren over, right, and has his hand. And she starts talking about how the military thing is flawed and they can't really fight. And then Eren just says, "That's not everybody." And he propels his foot up to the sky, wrapping his legs around Annie's neck and pulling her down, but also bring himself up, and then placing his hand on going down to Annie's in the middle of Annie's legs, and using his foot because he has extreme flexibility, making one of her feet immobile, and then pulling her hand. Obviously not enough to break it, but enough to where she couldn't move. And if she moved, her hand is broken. So Annie is kind of stunned because she's never been like treated like this before, and like she's never been beaten in hand-to-hand combat ever. So she's like she's like, damn, he is something different. He a whole different breed. Like, come on, man, what are you on, Super Soldier Serum? But does that matter? No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. Because it's the Winter Soldier. It's the fucking Winter Soldier. He doesn't really need to care. And this is where she finally sees his sleeve. Because Aaron has been wearing a long sleeve for like the whole time. I know I probably mentioned that he didn't have a long sleeve so you could see his metal arm. But I decided not to do that. So no one really knows that Aaron has a metal fucking arm. But she sees it and she lifts her. Aaron releases her and she like puts her hands on it. And she's kind of looking at Aaron, and Aaron says, "You like what you see?" I remember in the comics, or even in the Captain America movie, Bucky is a ladies' man. He caught Natasha Romanoff, bro. He caught that shit swinging. Like he's just that nigga. Like, anyways, she blushes and she's like, she kind of looks away from Aaron. But you can still see the blush on her face. Aaron just pats her in the head and just kind of laughs and says, "Next time you want to spar, I'll always be here." And Aaron's still laughing. And he leaves Annie there. Aaron goes and he puts on... He goes and he goes and spars with Mikasa and Historia. And Historia and Mikasa saw this and kind of question him on it, asking him if he likes... Ask him if he likes Annie, because they're open to open relationships, but they says only one more, and Aaron just says, "What do you mean?" And they say, "I know that look in your eyes. You might not realize it yourself, but I know that look. Whenever you're interested or something, or find something intriguing, you tend to have that look in your eye. Although your eye looks are beautiful, but you can see the dialization in your eyes." I don't fucking care. I don't remember what the fuck it is. Dialization in your eyes. And Aaron says, "Yo, guys tell me way too much." So Aaron just walks past them and kisses them both on the forehead and just walks off. This is where Levi and Hanji... What's her name? Oh, yeah. Petra. And when Aaron sees Petra, he kind of gets a smirk on his face. Yeah, no, Aaron has not fucked Petra, no. He hasn't. But, what he's done, he kind of set Petra up with someone. And Aaron kind of like brushes his arm and says, "So how's you and Petra been going?" And Aaron says, "How far have you gone?" And yeah, Aaron's still a virgin at this point. Yeah, he's still a virgin. Although he might play around, he's still a virgin. I'd like you all to know that. Okay? And Aaron blushes hard. His face is red. And Aaron kind of laughs and points at Petra and says, "Go and help your boyfriend over there." And Petra blushes and says, Aaron says, "That's an order." Still laughing, and he's like, and he gets her serious face, and he says, "Really, go and help him, he's bleeding." And she just runs down and carries Armin to the medical house. And Aaron is just still there laughing, like, he finds this the funniest thing in his life right now. So he kind of introduces them and says, "This is Levi Ackerman. He's the cousin of my girlfriend, Makasu Ackerman. This is Hanji Zoe. I call her Harney Time Bitch, but it doesn't really matter, does it? This is my equal, Commander Eren. He's the only other person to have a black jacket other than me." And they ask, "What's a black jacket?" And Aaron says, "You'll find out when it's revealed." And Aaron says, "The woman there was Petra. She's on Levi's squad and the highest ranking of Levi's squad." Aaron's kind of just still laughing at that at that earlier scene, but he's not really bothering right now. Eren just says, "That'll be it. Sayonara." And I'll leave your training up to Commander Levi, Commander Zoe, Captain General Urban, and community counseling to Lieutenant to Lieutenant Petra Petri no Petra, sorry, Petra. Anyways, Eren then leaves and goes back to his other duties. And times for the graduation, where we see everyone in their normal uniforms in the cannon, and Aaron's so everyone's in the capital is just at a stage. Remember, this is 19, so they're in the 1980s, 1950s, 1989, around that era, coming close, 1989 or 1984. No, actually, no, 1950s. Because I think that's where Captain Mercury is around. It's either 19 or 1850s. Depends. So, we see Eren just there. Eren just chilling. Chilling like a villain. And he's just on the podium doing a speech about how this is another step to freeing ourselves from paradise. And if you don't know what he means by this, go watch the second part, because I explained all of that in the last part. So go back over and check that shit out. That shit was the bomb. Fuck that shit. Anyways, Aaron says, we have also created new gear for us and new rankings. And we will only want 2 people are the highest ranked in the military forces. First, the highest rank. Then there will be other commanders and other legions. The first rank being Captain General of the Scout Regiment, the Garrison Regiment, and all the other regiments. Then there's the Scout Regiment, one of the second highest ranking scouts that brings the most results. Then there's the Garrison Regiment and all the other regiments. And Aaron says we've also upgraded the 3D maneuver gear and all of the other stuff. And you guys will get to see that, because I actually did put in a lot of editing into this. So yeah, this is the scouts. This is the scouts jacket. So the scouts jacket is the only jacket that is open. But the black jacket is Erwin's jacket and also Eren's jacket. But Eren kind of doesn't wear his. He wears the Winter Soldier drip, so he has it, but like he doesn't really wear it. So this is like the police force regiment. It's the walls, and also will be called the Navy. Not the Navy SEALs, but not Navy SEALs. The water. So when Eren's plan is finally completed, they would also guard the waters. So if you also know the militaries, they also have been given new technology like the walkie-talkie, a wireless communication device, and the guns, and they upgraded the guns and the pistols back, and they also did anti-Titan grenades. So one anti-Titan grenade is like, if you shove it down a throat of a Titan, they would release a smoke, and the Titans absolutely hate the smoke. So they hate it so much that they will literally pull it out of their skin. So they would try to like use their nails to carve a hole into their stomachs and try to rip it out, which would also kill them because they kill themselves. So yeah. It would actually immobilize them because they can heal from it, but who gives a fuck? So yeah, and they're also anti-Titan grenades, which are, yeah. And a person asked me, how the hell are guns gonna affect Titans? I got your answer, buddy. These are anti-Titan guns, or pistols, or whatever you want to say. These are a variation of the thunder rods that they use to blow runners to bits. Well, not bits, but blow runners' armors off. So yeah, these are a variation of that, but smaller in bullet size. There's also charged with plasma, which Eren helpfully gave to them. Plasma. If you don't know, watch the other episode one, and that would tell you Eren's powers and his Titan. I believe I'm gonna put it in this one, but I don't know because I don't know how long I'm gonna go for this. So Eren, so they're also filled with plasma, which when it would go right through, and it can also, and if you didn't know, there are still people stuck in the nape of the Titan. So if they were able to shoot a clear shoot right through the body into the head of that person, the Titan would die. But these plasma infused bullets would also carve a explosion into their bodies after hitting them. So yeah, these how potent these are. So this is the only a thing for Eren. This is his belt here, his 3D maneuver belt. It also has like grapple hooks on it, and there's on his glove on where his metal hand is. He has a glove on it that also has a grappling hook on it. So there's two grapple hooks on his belt and one on his hand, and that will replace the ODM gear. But yeah, he has two katanas strapped to his back. So those are what he used to kill Titans. He also has a bike, and everyone, like most of the military, has a bike because yeah. And they also have army trucks, and will be their underwear. The uniform, the scout regiment uniform. Only the scouts wear this. Well, not actually all of them. All of them wear the uniforms. So everyone's shocked to see. Everyone's shocked to see all of this, and they're so happy. Everyone looks drippy. So all this salute and they just walk off. Comes the first mission. Well, I'm not gonna go through that because it wasn't really that. It was eventful, but who really talks about that, anyways? So this is where like Historia got kidnapped and all, but Historia will be able to deal with them by herself because, and everybody's way more skilled. And Eren's was there, but he believed in Historia full heartedly. That's his soon. That would maybe in the future be his wife. So Johan always has to put trust in her, and that's what he did. He put trust in Historia to get things done, and lucky here, she got things done. So Eren wasn't doubtful of her. So let's go to the second mission where the walls were invaded. This is all the others. So let me explain something. You also see spoilers in this one, so yeah. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. That was totally not a spoiler for the next what if, but anyway. So, let's go. So this is the royal capital here. This wall, so these three here are invaded. Those right here, wall rows, is also invaded. So the Titans, so the Colossal Titan did more. So they're trying to like acknowledge all of them. But the capital has begun expanding out. So they want to take back this wall, and this wall. This wall is not really their priority, but at some point in time where they would get it. So the wall that they have taken back is this wall and this wall. So this is what Levi, Eren, Hanji, Erwin, they've been doing these for the past few years that Eren's like been doing stuff. He's been using his time and blah blah blah. So now these places are back up and running. So people are back in these two. So but it's only these two that need being recaptured. So this is where the royal royal thing was broken from here, and all that other stuff. So yeah. So they want to get back all the walls. So the next plan after that is to get back Wall Rose, and then get back Wall Rose, because so that meant Eren was when Eren's town got shit. Because I think they was in Wall Maria. I think they were on Maria, and they went from Moria to this one. So this is where they went after Aaron's mom died. Then they were also moved when Aaron revealed his identity. They were moved to the royal capital, and then Aaron made his things there, and the cabinet is under there. So if you don't know what the cabinet is, go back to episode 1 or 2. I can't remember which one it was. So yeah. So yeah, I'm tired. Anyways, so this goes to the first mission. So let's skip forward from a few moments after this mission, before this mission. Eren was walking in the halls a few hours, a few days after graduation for the cadets into being soldiers, and he walked past Lee, Bertolt, Reiner, and Annie talking. And Annie, through the conversation, they were talking about destroying walls. And Eren knew exactly what they're talking about, because he knew he was a Titan. So there were probably other people that could turn into Titans too. Not only him. And he guessed that Reiner was the armored Titan. And that would leave Bertolt as the cloth Titan. The reason was that no other Titan looked like a female, and they all shared a resemblance to its owner, like Reiner. Reiner had the same blonde hair as the armor Titan had, and Bertolt kind of looks like the colossal Titan in certain features. So Annie, he never saw Annie before. So yeah, the female Titan never attacked. Like, she never did anything. So yeah. People don't know there's a female Titan. So Eren, after they left, he kept listening because they still didn't see him. Reiner Bertolt left, and Annie just sat back on the bed and just was crying and said she doesn't want to do this anymore. She's killing and hurting so much innocent people. She just wanted to quit and stop all of this. And this is where Eren walks in the room. You know, you never cease to uninterest me, Annie. And Annie was shocked and says, "How long were you there?" He says, "I was there since you and Rana were talking about destroying the walls." Yeah. He sat down next to Annie and says, "Don't worry about it. You never really attacked, did you?" Annie says, "No, but I did make sure that no one could get out." Aaron says, "Yeah." Aaron just looks at her. "I don't blame you. You probably have a viable reason for this, and you kind of probably forced into doing this." And she says, "Yeah." She starts to explain about Marley and how she was treated really, really bad, and only when they saw her skills that they started to treat her better, because she could be a very good Titan candidate. And Eren was like, "Huh. So there are people outside of the walls." I have that assumption for a few years now, but it's good to know I was right. Eren says, "How do you want to get a free skate? But you're gonna have to be on ice for a really long time. By ice, I mean Titan crystal." And Annie just "How do you know that?" And then Eren says, "I can do that, so I obviously know how to do that." And And he says, "Yeah, you're the founding titan." I says, "Eren, how? What's a founding titan?" And Eren, yeah, let me explain something. Eren has not accessed the memories of the previous titan users because he simply doesn't know about it yet. And I'm gonna put a restriction on it because like, then Aaron's gonna fire out the whole thing way too fast. I can't have that. There's gonna be no story if that happens. So Aaron's just gonna like at some point I'm gonna let him know it, but he has not found out anything about them yet, and he doesn't. Once he knows about the memory thing, which I will let Annie tell him a little bit near to the end. Yeah, I'm gonna let the Grisha's memory pass, but the rest no. So she starts saying about how Aaron's a fine Titan and his Titan ability, which is another Titan. She says she has the female Titan. Aaron's intrigued. She never heard anything about a female Titan, but hey, what the fuck? I seem good. Anyways, Aaron, so they keep talking and the mood gets kind of thinner. Aaron leans in and Annie leans in and Annie kisses Annie. Aaron kisses Annie, and Aaron pushes her onto her bed, holding her hands down to the bed and start kissing her, taking off her jacket, her white and black jacket, which you also know because she's in the military, she's in the police force thing. And Aaron's kissing her neck, and slowly going down, pulling off her pants. And this is where we go back to another scene. Like, yeah, I keep doing that because I kinda this is not an 18 to do this, so I can't be doing that all the time. So after their conversation, this week. So after their conversation, sparring session, they inform. So Aaron calls a meeting with Erwin, Hanji, and Levi, and he calls them in and he tells them straight: Reiner, Bertolt, Armor Titan, Colossal Titan. They're like, what the fuck? What do you mean? And Aaron says, as it sounds, they are both the Armored and Colossal Titan. And Annie is kind of holding his shirt, and she peeks her head out and she says, "I'm the female Titan." And she bites her hand and not bites her hand. She cuts her hand and she starts healing. She's not trying to become a Titan, so she never becomes. But it heals like how Aaron body heals whenever he catches damage, so they know she's telling the truth. So they sit down and just take it in. People that's been destroying the walls has been in their squad for so long. Well, not their squad, but they're in their ranks. And Aaron says, so Levi says, so what measures are you gonna take to deal with them? Aaron says, I'm gonna leave them. One, it could be interesting, and two, I had to get more information on the Armored and the Colossal Titan, or more information on them plural. Annie doesn't know everything about them because she wasn't really the talkative type in their training, and he starts explaining how there are people beyond the walls, and they're just shocked at this revelation. And she explains that the Founder Titan erased all the memories of, let's say Merlin knew about this, they erased all the memories of the people outside the walls. So that's why nobody can recall what happened before they were surrounded by the walls, because the Founder Titan erased all their memories. And Annie says Eren has that Titan now. I don't know if he can unlock those memories or overwrite someone's other thing, but most likely no one remember it because all of them are probably dead. So Eren just says, you're right. So I thought my powers were just to control Titans have armor on my body, but I guess it's bigger than that. So Annie says yes, and Eren says, my plan is to make Annie attack twice. Annie would attack a time, which would be a decoy mission. There will be a few casualties, but we need that or make it look like there were a few casualties. So Reiner and Bertolt wouldn't get any suspicions. And the second one, I would put on a sign to evacuate before any attacks. So everyone would go underground before any attacks. So one time she'll attack us in the forest, pretending her mission is to capture me. Then the second one would be when we figure her out. Reiner Bertolt wouldn't know that we figured out prior to this. So, yeah. So this is where Annie would encase herself with crystals, stopping her aging momentarily. She will start aging after a plethora of time, but she'll age slowly. And she'll only age about, if she stays at least 5 years in there. She'll age in her second year, and then ask how I know this. I don't. I just don't know. It's just something that comes naturally. And they say, and they nod and say, yeah, most likely. And Erwin says, how much success you think this plan is gonna be? To be honest, 95%. 5% this doesn't go true, and Bertolt and Reiner figure it out. 90% it worked. It's 90%. Oh, fuck it. I don't care. I don't care what I'm on. Fuck that. Anyways. So, they take it all in and says, so you're serious about letting it slide for now? He says, it makes no sense. If there's more spies in the military, it's easier to weed them out, thinking that we still don't know. Keeping a closer eye on Reiner and Bertolt, and if we decide there's no other accomplices, we take them out. Swift and easy. Maybe I'll let my Reiner go back to warn them. And Annie told me that the last words that the king left was that if they disturb them, he will rumble the world using the rumble. Eren says, I'll use that if necessary. And they nod and they leave. So this is where the first attack happens, and everything's going the same to canon, but Armin never gets captured or impaled or whatever. Nothing ever fails, and a lot of the scouts are more trained. So I don't know, they're the lesser scouts, but like more than one more trained, because over time people got tired of the training regimen that Eren put them under, so they quit. But the ones who did survive became extremely stronger, so a lot of people will survive. So the people that Eren died, that the Titan that killed that guy that Eren liked, never happened because he was stronger. He couldn't got caught lacking like that. So yeah, but he's crippled now. Well, not crippled, but he decided he's not gonna do it anymore. So yeah, everyone was sad that he decided not to do it anymore. But yeah, they could understand. One of his legs were bitten off, and even though he couldn't do it, Eren saw that the Titans were getting a little bit too much, so he decided to bite his hand and become the armored attack Titan. Eren's normal Titan, so the normal attack Titan appeared. Then some particles started to attach onto Eren's body, and these particles started to harden into armor. His face got a mask. His nape of his neck was covered by armor, and there was a kind of like slit curvature in the pattern of the mask. His face were completely, the top part of his face were completely exposed. All you could see was his glowing green eyes of the armored attack titans. His ears were also armored up, but we don't need to talk about that. Eren opened his mouth. So the mass started to split and started to separate, almost mechanically. Then Eren, from his new armored attack Titan, roared, commanding all Titans to come towards him. So Eren then locked back his mask, and then a goop started to come from his left arm, a white goop. Then it spread it down to his all the way down to his hand, to the tip of his fingers. His tip of his fingers became black, and his on the shoulder of the now white armored covered, well, smooth armored arm was a red star. Eren then started to punching their legs and arms off, then putting a anti-Titan healing bullet in them, so they couldn't heal from now on. Just kicking off their legs and hands. Cause remember, now they kind of need the Titans to survive. So once the Titans were their livestock, but now once they were the Titans' livestock, now the humans feed off of the Titans. Well, not eat them, but they feed off. You don't understand what I'm talking about. Eren punched one's head off, which was a mistake on his part, but he doesn't really care. And this is how it kind of ends, because like Eren's silver power, it really matter. So they get back into the walls, and the second excavation goes on, they kind of blow past the walls and go outside. Now they find a river of wine, and they bring a lot of barrels and other stuff and place it into the trucks and cars that are there, or military jeeps, and they go back inside of the walls. Sometimes try to attack, but Eren, Armin, Mikasa, Story, and Annie take care of them. No zitch. And this is the end of the video, guys. Like I believe this is a good time to pull off. It's been 47 minutes. So yeah, this is a good place to leave it out. So yeah, bye guys.